The political tide in Rivers State is turning turbulent again, but is the dam about to break? As of January 17, 2026, a high court has slammed a temporary halt on Governor Siminalayi Fubara's impeachment, but lawmakers are flipping back to push it forward. Is this the lifeline Fubara needed, or just a pause before the floodgates open? Imagine the stakes: a state rich in oil, drowning in drama, where one wrong move could ripple across Nigeria. Stay glued. This breakdown uncovers the latest U-turns, explosive quotes, hidden power plays, and the high-stakes gamble that could drown Rivers in more chaos. You won't believe how close this is to boiling over. Let's rewind the Rivers course to understand how we got here. The feud between Nyesom Wike, the godfather who once crowned Fubara, and the governor he now accuses of betrayal has been brewing since the 2023 elections. Wike, the master strategist, backed Fubara's rise, but claims he's been repaid with ingratitude, budget battles, the controversial demolition of the assembly complex, and a web of constitutional violations. Last year, President Tinubu stepped in like a referee in a stormy match, imposing a 6-month state of emergency to stop the bleeding. A peace deal was inked. Everyone thought the waters had calmed, but in politics, calm is often the eye of the hurricane. Fast forward to January 8th, when the first wave crashed. The Rivers State House of Assembly, still firmly under Wike's influence, launched fresh impeachment proceedings against Fubara and Deputy Ngozi Odu. 26 lawmakers signed the notice, charging gross misconduct, unauthorized spending that drained state coffers, withholding funds meant for development, and defying Supreme Court rulings on autonomy, and more. Speaker Martins Amaiweli declared it in the interest of Rivers people, framing it as a stand for accountability. The clock started ticking, 7 days for Fubara to respond or face the political abyss. The tension was electric. Who would blink first? But Fubara didn't flinch. On January 11th, at a church service for Armed Forces Remembrance Day, he broke his silence with words that echoed like a challenge. "I have not received any notice of impeachment." Then, with quiet confidence, he added, "Everything will be fine because I have God on my side." Was this divine assurance or a calculated play to rally supporters? The assembly seethed, the public watched, the river was stirring. Now, the plot floods with today's revelations. On January 16th, a Rivers State High Court in Oyigbo delivered a bombshell: an interim injunction stopping the Chief Justice from accepting the impeachment notice or forming any panel. Justice Florence Fiberesima, in a ruling that could change everything, adjourned the case to January 23rd. Fubara's legal team celebrated it as a victory for justice, but is it? This halt throws a wrench into the Assembly's plans, buying time for mediation, but how much time and at what cost? The Assembly isn't backing down. In a twist that thickens the plot, 4 lawmakers who withdrew support yesterday U-turned today to recommitting to sack Fubara. They cited gross negligence in handling state affairs, including the refusal to present a supplementary budget. Darlington Orji, Fubara's special assistant, fired back. "This is pure vendetta. The governor won't bow to illegal demands." The chamber is fracturing like ice on a frozen river, with whispers of more defections on both sides. Wike, ever the storm center, continued his thank you tour today, doubling down on his defiance. "Only Tinubu has the power to sack me. It's not in your place to tell him what to do." He dismissed critics as noisemakers and denied any formal pact with Tinubu or Rivers people, insisting power is about interest, not emotion. Cold, calculated, classic Wike. But behind the bravado, pressure mounts. President Tinubu's summons to Wike lingers like a gathering cloud, possibly in Dubai, where sources say Tinubu is weighing the risks: unrest among Ijao youths, disruptions to oil production in Nigeria's economic heartland, and a potential APC split ahead of 2027. A presidency insider leaked today. The president's options are politically costly, but he must rein in Wike before the state implodes. Fubara's camp accuses political vendetta, while diaspora groups condemn the assembly as an assault on democracy. Elders from Pandef are mediating frantically, calling for dialogue over daggers. The stakes are high stakes, and the suspense is killing. Rivers isn't just a state, it's Nigeria's oil lifeline. Instability here floods the national economy with shortages and skyrocketing prices. For Tinubu, choosing sides is like walking a tightrope over rapids. Back Wike and alienate Fubara's grassroots base. Back Fubara and risk losing Wike's loyalty, the man who delivered Rivers in 2023. Either way, APC could fracture like a dam under pressure. And let's not forget the bigger picture. While Rivers drowns in politics, the Northeast battles Boko Haram and the Northwest fights bandits. Resources diverted here weaken the whole nation. Is this feud a constitutional cleanup or a selfish splash for control? The river roars on. Will the courts hold firm, or will lawmakers force a breakthrough? Will Tinubu pull Wike back from the brink, or let the current carry Fubara away? And the ultimate question hanging like mist over the delta: who truly controls the flow? Wike's iron fist, Fubara's quiet resolve, Tinubu's mediation, or has the river already chosen its path? Tell me your prediction in the comments right now. Will Fubara survive this wave, or will impeachment swallow him whole? Who wins this battle and who loses Rivers? That's the full pulse of the Rivers crisis as of January 17, 2026. If this kept you on the edge of your seat, smash that like button, subscribe to The Masked Truth for more unfiltered Nigerian politics and security breakdowns, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next wave. Share this with anyone caught in these turbulent waters. All facts drawn from Channels TV, Punch newspapers, Vanguard, The Nation, Daily Post, and other credible sources. Links in the description. Verify independently. This is The Masked Truth. Stay vigilant. Stay ahead of the current.